You stuck with multiple choices and not in a test sub form. I can't talk today. I'm so tired. Anyway, this is the first time I'm doing a 3-spread choose your fate. Okay. So in this occasion, I'm going to set my intention so it's do nothing, path A, path B. Because I'm aware that obviously it's not always just a case of 2 options. So we'll see how this goes. Please do get engaging in it if it resonates, etc. And yeah, drop me a comment if you want these added into the stun store prior to same day guaranteed. They'll be 35 quid because it's 3 spreads. Right, so spread 1, do nothing. Do nothing, right? And we'll see what the other spreads say. Don't forget you can hold and lock in times 2 to make it a bit quicker if you're on TikTok, right? Other platforms have their own methods. Right, okay, so doing nothing isn't looking like the best option. So we start off with the Hermit card in the reverse. So the Hermit card for me, the upright position at least, positive card. It talks about periods of withdrawal and reflection. What's gone right, what's gone wrong, what direction we're going in next. It's more about the lamp on this case, shining a light on the situation, going into the dark side, facing the demons, the trauma of the situation at hand, reverse position and avoidance to do that, okay? That's just going to lead to ebbing weighty strength. Queen of Swords in the reverse, swords there where we think words we use. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Queen's feminine energy. This is going to be yourself, because normally reading for the, hopefully, the UK feminines out there. Right, so Queen of Swords in the reverse position, negative self-talk, putting yourself down, forgetting who the F you are, basically. Right, let's continue. Right, so we then got the Chariot. So the Chariot card for me talks about the energy around us or questions of should I do it. Now, I feel it's questions of should I do it, and it's in regard to making one of these other choices. Okay, you're being advised to do it, but we've got the 7 of Swords there. Swords there where we think words we use, right? So I'm going to go tarot book version of this card, sneaky deceptive behavior going off in the background. So it's almost like the universe is going, go for one of these. There's a sneaky deceptive behavior going off in the background. Overall outcome card. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts, and energies in. Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So this is about going long-term. What am I investing in here? Where am I putting my time, effort, and energy? And when we get to the end of this reading, I'm going to tell you what these spreads are because I do have something in my mind. Right, not doing that. Okay, could have something to do with finance, right? Obstacles or blockages. Emperor. So the Emperor is what we call the divine masculine. He's like the kings, but he's combined. Okay, he's a good ruler, good leader, wise, knowledgeable, firm but fair, not afraid of fight, not afraid of change. Now, this would normally be a good thing. And again, I feel like this is talking about the collective. It feels a little bit like there might be a bit of an energy of kind of sitting back and going, no, we shall not do anything. No, you know what I mean? But it's your divine feminine that doesn't chase the tracks. So why is the divine masculine energies going, no, we're not going to do anything, right? Removing any blockages. I've got my dryer on. It's done. 8 of Swords, swords there where we think words are confirmation dryer. 8 of Swords, swords there where we think words we use. Collective's the lady there, bound and blindfolded. Just about knows she can't see her arms. Can't see her arms because behind her back because she's holding onto a rope. She's holding onto a rope. She doesn't want to take the blindfold off. Self-imposed restriction. What it feels like here is it's saying that you've got to see that you're blocking yourself at this point by not doing anything, right? So let's go on to spread 2. So option A, doing something. Right, so option A, let's decide which way I want to go with this in my mind. Right, okay. Right, flippy. I get distracted in this room because I can see out the window and I can see people walking past. Oh, right. Right, that's interesting because that one flipped out. Hermit in the upright. Right. Right, so we start with the Hermit in the upright. So this time it's about going into the dark side, shining a light on the demons, the trauma, the situation, whatever's going off. We then got the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. pages are more youthful energy, don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens, don't have the formation of the knights, more about giving something a go. This page is about an offer, is offering the pentacle. Now, I'm not sure at the moment if this represents yourself giving yourself a little bit of an opportunity, or it's somebody coming in with breadcrumbing. Magician in the reverse. Okay, so the magician in the upright position is the manifestation cards. It could be in regard to kind of your manifestations not coming forwards or being blocked if you choose this path. Or it could be about stopping somebody's magic. Let's find out. Right, so we then got the Empress. So the Empress, as I mentioned a moment ago, is the divine feminine, not chasing, attracting. You want this, you come and get it. Remembering who you are. We then got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So Queen of Pentacles in the upright position is kind, caring, loving, devoted. She's cradling the pentacle like a baby here. When it's in the reverse position, well, that can be a good thing, but it can also mean people pleasing, right? So when it's in the reverse position, it can talk about pulling that energy back, which I think this is about, because you're remembering who the F you are by going down this path. Overall outcome card. It's dodging me. 9 of Swords in the reverse. Swords air, where we think words we use. Person in bed, head in hands, crying. It talks about periods of stress, sleepless nights, and depression. The swords here represents a ladder. So it's talking about changing the mindset, climbing the ladder, getting out of dodge, starting to do that. It's going to allow you to shift the mindset. Obstacles or blockages. Star card. Okay, so star card talks about hopes, dreams, aspirations, wishing on a bigger star. Hold fire on that one. Removing any blockages. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Wands fire action. So story of this card is some great war going off. This village been out to a local battle. They've won. They've returned back to the village. They're celebrating. They know the greater war is yet to be won, but they know by celebrating the little wins along the way, it boosts morale of the troops. Reverse position, feeling like got nothing to celebrate. What it feels like here is it's saying the obstacle or blockage is just kind of wishing, hoping, and praying. And until you make a choice, possibly this choice, possibly choice 2, you're going to feel like you've got nothing to celebrate. So let's go on to the final spreads. So we've got do nothing, choice A, choice B. Okay. And Pixie's off downstairs. Woof. Woof. Right, so we've got the Empress in the reverse coming out straight away. So again, it can talk about either slipping into toxic femininity. If it is toxic femininity, I don't want to say it's anything too heavy. I think it's just about kind of not laying the hammer down, because there's a little bit of an air of balancing your masculine and feminine energies here, because we've got maybe I'm wrong, because we've got obviously the Emperor, but it's saying we're not leading with the Emperor on this occasion, we're leading with the Empress. So Empress in the reverse, Chariot card in the reverse, so it can talk about stagnation or going no, not yet. But then we've got the Justice card, right? Hold fire. Let's have a look, see where we're going with this one, because this might be the best path. Right, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's either about you not giving yourself an opportunity or refusing some page's offer. Star card in the reverse. Now, interestingly, obviously, we saw this as an obstacle blockage in the upright in path A. So potentially not seeing, not kind of going into delusion land and kind of going star card energy. Overall outcome card. This is going to be the determiner. 9 of Cups, Cups, water emotions, 9's reflection cards. So, collective, the chap on the stall there, proudly presenting the 9 cups. In Chappie's case, he's drank out of some dirty cups, and he's being proud of himself for doing the challenge. It's about when we look back and go, do you know what? I turned up, I showed up, I brought my cup to the party. If they can't see that, F them sideways. Some readers will say it's an emotional abundance, so kind of take it as it resonates. Obstacles or blockages. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is going to be more Queen of Pentacles kind of potentially going into hidey hole energy. Removing any blockages. 5 of Wands. Wands fire action. This is the fight or fallout card. It can talk about frustration. Yeah, so for me, either choice A or choice B is viable. So yeah, doing nothing is definitely not the right answer. Okay. So let's reveal it. Let's explain where I've gone with this. So in my case, I'm considering, do I do a return to sender? Okay. So doing nothing, no, wrong option. Path A, choice A was to do the return to sender. Choice B was to do the return, to not do the return to sender, but just do some spell work. Now, I think it could be argued that either method will work. There is one more method, which I'm not going to read on camera, which is to do the return sender and the spell work. So we will see. I mean, I'm swaying a little bit towards just the spell work, to be honest with you, because it does end up in the 9 of Cups, but that might not be the best thing, because obviously that's ended up in the 9 of Swords. Let's just get some clarifiers, just to keep you appeased, because obviously you're going to have a different situation in your mind, aren't you? So just clarify for just the spell work path, please. Moon card in the reverse, so that will lead to something being revealed. Too many there. See if we get a jumper, if not, I'll pull one. Moon card in the upright, being left without any answers. Okay. Right, so yeah, for me, if you're watching this as part of the collective, I'm going to go for path B. But like I say, I'm going to read another one off camera. So pull your energy back, don't push forwards, just hold fire, and that will bring in justice. I feel like the Page of Pentacles is somebody else that's going to get rid of them, and you're going to stop hoping, wishing, and praying, and realizing that in the current energy, you've done everything you can do. There's nothing more you can do. Being proud of yourself, and then that's going to unlock some answers for you. That's going to allow you to keep that fight going. Okay, so there you go. If that resonated, type in choices UK. And if you want one of these types of readings, just pop in if you find it useful or not. And if I get a few comments, then I'll add it to my stand store. So there you go. Priority same day guaranteed. Probably on the other side, isn't it? I remember what side it is. From 10 quid, click on my stand store, get them in. Ta-ta.